You ready back there, Nate?
All set.
All right, good to go. All right, it is Monday, November 24th, 2025 at 5 p.m. And I'd like to call the Village of North Hudson Special Village Board Meeting to order. And I'll do roll call. Trustee Keller.
Here?
Trustee McGurran.
Here.
Trustee Nelson.
Here.
Trustee Pike.
Here.
Trustee Porter, not here. And I am here. So, next item on the agenda is the proposed budget for 2026, and we need a motion to open a public hearing.
So moved.
Thank you, Brian. Is there a second?
Second?
Thanks, Dusty. And all in favor of opening the public hearing, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Let's see, we are now in the public hearing, and I don't see anything, so review the motion statement, 2026 proposed budget.
Stan, I move to approve the resolution number 2025-06, resolution adopting the 2026 annual budget and establishing the property tax levy for the Village of North Hudson.
Thank you, Brian. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Was that Kirk? Or was
Yep.
it? Yeah. And any discussion or proposals? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion as presented, signal by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Thank you. Item C, proposed budget presentation. Brian, you're gonna handle that since Gina is here, and just for everyone's, Gina had a little mishap over the weekend, and she's not unable to be here today, and I just hope that everybody will keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Brian?
Okay, so going to the presentation in your packet. Also in the packet is the complete budget at the end that you have had a chance, I hope, to review. But we're required to go over this, so I'm gonna read through the presentation that's up on the screen here. The mill rate is at 2.68, which represents a negative 5.55 decrease from 2024. A mill rate or millage rate is used to calculate property taxes by multiplying it by the assessed value of a property. A mill is 1/1000th of a dollar, and in property taxes, 1 mill equals $1 per each 1,000, and 1 mill also equals 0.1%. The reason for the decrease is the village will no longer be paying for fire protection services out of the levy, which is removing $91,089, which was the 2013 cost for fire protection, which is when the state first allowed us to do this, essentially. So we had to go back to that number, the $91,089. The village's mill rate continues to be amongst the lowest in St. Croix County. The property tax levy will be $1,599,975, which is down 4.31% from the $1,672,085 in 2025. This total includes net new construction. The total revenues and total general fund expenditure and uses is at $2,466,308, which is 9.72% more than in 2025. So as it says there, this is reflective of the difference between $91,089 removed from the levy and the $164,714, which will be collected as revenue through fire protection fees. Everybody understand that? We do have Nathan if we need Nathan.
We reviewed it at the last board meeting.
Right. So the general fund balance projected on 1/1/2026 is $1,491,263.
It was 1/1/25.
Yeah, that's a typo. It's actually 26.
Thank you.
I didn't have a chance to have her fix that. All right, to the factors. Contracted fire protection dues for the village increased from $144,764 in 2025 to $164,714 in 2026. And by the way, the year before that was about 120,000, so it's popping up about a 20 grand on us each time. This increase has caused the village to investigate other possibilities for paying for these services. In 2011, Wisconsin lawmakers put a freeze on property tax levy increases at the local level, making large increases in dues for essential services very hard to navigate. As a result, in 2014, municipalities were allowed to begin paying for certain services such as fire protection through a fee-based approach instead of through the levy. The difference between the amount removed from the levy and the amount the village will pay in dues for 2026 is $73,625. That money is now available to be spent on other items in the operating budget. Any questions? So what does this mean for the taxpayer using 400,000 single-family home assessed value for this example? It's a lowering of property taxes by $61.87. Each property will be asked to contribute $79.23 in fees. The difference would be an increase of $17.36 a year. So that's the added cost for fire protection. That's what covers the $164,714. And I worked with Nate on this. It's about, we're also picking up properties that we're not paying property taxes like we talked before, and it's just under $12,000 in funds that will be coming in for properties that weren't paying for fire protection, and now they will be. So with this approach, all properties in the village will be contributing towards the fire protection, not just those who pay property taxes. And that takes us to capital purchases proposed. Approval of capital purchases at the start of 2026. The board approved a $90,000 move of unassigned funds to the assigned sidewalk repair fund. This will finish the remainder of the sidewalks in the village that were not completed in 2025. And remember, this is just repair work. Public Works is looking at, should we have a fund going forward that we're putting, like we do with the trucks and the officers' cars, that we can put towards maintaining those sidewalks down the road. Public Works will be receiving $22,300 to make purchases, including a trailer, welder, chainsaw, upgraded power and hand tools, and a snow pusher. The Park Board will receive $137,700 to help fund new playground equipment at Chief Jansen Memorial Park. The Finance Committee also approved allowing the Park Board to leverage the $50,000 of funds currently within the assigned park fund. All public safety requests for 2026 were fulfilled using the surplus 2025 operating budget. Any questions on the capital purchases? Okay, and then lastly, mid-year request process. Like in 2025, mid-year requests will be considered on an as-needed basis. And so for those of us that do that, I mean, every once in a while something comes up, either from the chief or from us, and now possibly from Parks, where through the committee, a request gets made and it comes up to finance, and we do that about mid-year. Any further questions on the presentation?
Thank you, Brian. And item D is public comments, but we have no public in attendance, so we will move on to item E, which is to close the public hearing. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Brian. Is there a second?
Second.
Thanks, Dusty. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor of closing the public hearing, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. And item F is motion to approve resolution number 2025-06, adopting the 2026 annual village budget and establishing the tax levy. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Brian. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dusty. Comments or questions? Hearing
I
none.
just want to thank quick everyone for making this pretty smooth this year. This is always really tough on us, but when you have good people, good help that we currently have, it kind of makes it a little bit easier. So thank you to our staff. They do a wonderful job.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all the committee heads and the staff, I mean, Gina, Nathan, Matt, Chief, everybody's been fabulous in this, which makes it a lot easier process for budgeting. Everybody dreads budgeting, but this went very smooth this year, and that's because of the great staff that we have.
I also think they understand how North Hudson kind of runs too, so I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Okay, anybody else got a comment or question?
Is Nathan still on?
I don't know.
I am, yes.
Hi, Nathan. I know I said I didn't think I had any questions. I'm just, do you happen to know, this is if you know, what the net new construction contributed to our levy this year?
Off the top of my head, I believe it's around 18 to 19,000.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Nathan. I hope you enjoy your evening, and with
Thank you.
with that, I would declare the meeting adjourned at 5.
Wait, we need to vote.
What?
We need,
Oh, we didn't vote on that. Holy crap. We did, everything else was going so smooth.
Kirk threw you off, I think.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah,
go,
yeah,
Kurt.
somebody jumped in on
You're
me.
smooth.
I was on a roll. I thought, geez, you're doing good today.
That's my fault. Sorry, Stan.
That's all right. Let's see, that's, well, that's not, it is really a spending. So Mary,
yes.
Yes.
Dusty, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, unanimous decision. And with that, we are adjourned at 5:12.
Thank you, Stan.